the GOATs in Tampa Bay, and we playing in the Super Bowl.
Buccaneer. One eye patch like a Buccaneer. How you on the ship, you ain't a Buccaneer. 12 shots on me like a Buccaneer. Diamonds on me shining cause a Buccaneer. Big start defense, Buccaneer. Feel good with the Buccaneer.
Great morning. You're mic'd up on Monday morning with yours truly, Michael Clayton, and today is, oh man, it's a casual day. But we celebrating. Why? Because you know how we like to kick off Monday mornings, all right? Monday mornings is a special day because on Sundays, I get the pleasure. I'm talking about the great pleasure to speak about my Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I'm an analyst on 620 WDAE, and I do a little broadcasting on my Michael Clayton Live Facebook, you know. And I even got my P4P rolling now, you know, man. We rocking on all platforms today. And I like to give y'all a breakdown, but today, man, it's a special day because I got a special guest with me today. You know, sometimes you just want to talk. You know, you want to control the content. You want to give and bless the people. But then sometimes it's about the people. And I got my man, Mr. Kareem Franco McGill, a.k.a. Chef Franco, a.k.a. Ain't no Monday like Victory Monday. One of the most diehard Buccaneer fans in the city, and he knows how to live life. And y'all welcome Mr. Chef Franco to the show. I like it, man. Thank you for it. Yes. Give him some cheers. Give him some flowers. How you doing? You coming in here with your bare white on? Hey, how you doing? What's up, baby?
Man, that's the Victory Monday voice, man.
That's the Victory Monday?
That's after screaming and hollering all day in Raymond James Stadium on Sunday, man.
Yes, indeed. So tell me a little bit about, the atmosphere, Raymond James Stadium. Now that, we fighting COVID. We're working through it. They've allowed fans to be back in the stands. I saw you during the Miami game, and it was very special running into you. And but just talk about the environment now that your team is on. We've been through a lot.
Been through a whole
lot,
man.
But that pain is over. It's subsided. Talk about the atmosphere.
It's a wild experience. Dealing with COVID last year. Capacity of the stadium was very limited, and with a limited amount of fans, that affects crowd noise. That can have an effect on the game too. Defense feeds off the crowds, and we haven't seen this kind of crowd inside of Raymond James Stadium. I think
15.
About a good 15 years, man. About 07, 08,
Maybe.
somewhere up in that range, man.
Might be longer.
Yeah, it might be longer than that, but man, just to hear the roar of the crowd, man, just to see the faces and people happy and having a good times and being able to walk out of Raymond James with your head high, having a W instead of walking out with an L, man, it's been a great experience.
So kind of help me relive the moments because, being on radio, I sometimes have to hear people pout and they in total despair, Talk about those years where it was just, you stayed committed though.
Oh man.
You stayed committed. You didn't walk the plank.
Well,
all right, you did, or did you walk the plank?
I never walked the plank, man. It was just one of them things where, showed up, came to support. We kind of knew what the outcome was going to be. We were still there. It was some games, man. It was like, Lord, we just up there in the stands having a conversation, man. We barely even watching the football game. I'm gonna be honest with you, man.
Yeah.
We were just there. But
it's people like yourself, though, Franco, that y'all don't get enough credit because in those down moments or not moments, them down years.
Yeah.
Not even years. Them down decades. You know what I'm saying? In them down decades, it was people like yourself and many others.
Yeah, it was many others.
Who really still gave popularity to our team.
Yeah.
And I just want to say thank you, man, because, the energy, seeing you out, seeing y'all represent regardless of what the circumstances may have been back then, y'all hung in there, man. Yeah. And now you're riding high, and it's something to be proud of, ain't it?
I ain't coming down, man. I had a couple people. I watched a couple fans leave out the stadium early yesterday, man. And I can't, you know, I can't speak on, you know, people got, you know, circumstances, you know what I'm saying? I know a couple people might have had to leave early, you know, because going into a Monday. But one thing I'm going to say, man, all those years walking out of that stadium with L's and
You soaking up every minute
man,
of
every
it.
minute of it, man. I wouldn't care. We was, man, listen, I ain't going nowhere. I'm staying all the way till that clock say 0, man.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
Well, that's what it's about, man. Well, listen, it's a Victory Monday, and something special happens on Victory Monday on Chef Franco's Facebook page, and I'm talking like it's epic. And if you never heard it or seen it, all right, you need to become one with the Victory Monday, and I'm talking about it. Get into your spirit. It erupts your soul in a way that it just makes you appreciate the Monday.
Man, listen.
Huh? What?
Listen.
So tell me where that tell me where that came from. You know,
I'm gonna be real with you, man. I was riding in the car one day and I just started humming this tune. I was like, you know what, that's kind of catchy. And you know, last year when we went on that run, I started finding different instrumentals. But see, now, you know, I started to get more savage with it. Every team we play, I'm gonna find a hot track from that city.
You're telling me something.
Yeah. So like you know, we played Atlanta Falcons, and I went Welcome to Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? We went to Philly, so I threw the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
buddy.
Like, you know, and just have fun with it, man.
You've done a lot in your days, man. You a rapper, you an entertainer, should I say?
I did your intro, man.
Yeah.
Your intros, yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I'm talking like we got history.
Yes, sir.
We got history.
Yes, sir.
Not only is he one of the biggest Buccaneer fans, diehard fans in the city, he's a rapper, entertainer, but I think it was last Thanksgiving or maybe two Thanksgivings ago, I called him up and I said, man, I'm in a bind. I'm sorry to bother you last minute, but I need some bird. I need some chef. I need some bird for a lot of people, and I only know one person who can come through for me. And man, let me tell you this, man. The next day I picked up about four trays, about 3 birds.
Yes, Lord.
Ooh, dipped in hot grease. Ooh, with the right seasoning on it. You better put that seasoning on it.
Listen, you got to season that.
And
bird,
man, let me tell you that we had a great time on Thanksgiving, man. You really saved the day for us, man. I appreciate it.
Come through for you, man.
What got you into the culinary arts?
Oh man, I come from 2 cooking families, and my mom and my dad were both big cooks. One of my first gigs while I was in school, I was working up at Florida State University Center Club. Man, never forget it. One of my first jobs up there, and I was actually a dishwasher. And one day, I walked in the kitchen. One of the chefs asked me would I help him cut up some fruit, and that's where it started.
You cooking? We on fries today. what was that line?
Hey.
Coming to America. Come on.
You know what I'm saying? First, I'm washing lettuce.
You washing lettuce.
then the grill. Next thing you know, that's when the big bucks start.
That's when the big bucks start rolling in. Now you doing it big, man. I see you cooking up for everybody now. I saw you own a food truck or on some kind of.
Man, listen, if y'all in the city, man, 5110 North 40th Street, outside kitchen. Y'all go check out my boy J Magic, man. He doing this thing out there, man. If you never had his famous oxtail roster pasta, I'm telling you, got to get over there, man. Every Tuesday, you got a line wrapped around the corner, 12:30. 12:30, Tuesday through Friday, man. Outside kitchen, 5110 North 40th Street.
That just hit my belly spirit. That just hit my belly spirit. The
oxtail
roster pasta.
Yes.
That way.
Give
me some of that. Give me some of that. That made me hungry. Well, man, we're gonna get into a few things, later on in the show, man. But I'm excited that you hanging out with us. And
I appreciate the invite.
For all of our listeners and viewers. Hey, this is the platform where you come and you promote yourself. This is an opportunity for the city to see what you're all about, how you live your life, how successes have come your way. And you get an opportunity here on the Mic'd Up Monday Morning Show to get your testimony out and get your little love, get your flowers. So, we appreciate all of our listeners and viewers, and we want you to call in and speak with us. Me and Franco, we here at 813-444-9588. That number should be at the bottom of your screen, 813-444-9588. If you are this Thanksgiving or this Christmas or a birthday or a wedding and you're looking for a caterer, let me tell you this, Chef Franco will not disappoint.
Yes,
He
Lord.
came through for me many a times. And if you want to be blessed with a little taste of greatness, you need to hit him up. How they get in contact with you? We're going to say that throughout the show.
Get at me, man, on the jack, 813-502-9157. Or you can hit me on my Facebook page, Kareem Frank McGill. And that's the best way to get in contact.
That's the best way, man. I was searching his Facebook page, Bezelbone, and, I came across a little shrimp platter. I mean, oh, my goodness. I was like, I wanted to say, hey, man, bring some of that.
Bring some of that,
I
man.
know
You
you got
could've told
something.
me to hook
I
it up,
know you
man.
got something in the fridge.
I'm just saying, you went ahead and knew he cooked food and didn't bring none.
And then, well, that's on him.
He didn't bring.
That's
none.
on him.
That's on
Yeah,
him.
we got to learn. You live and you learn.
Man, come on, we
You know?
hungry.
We hungry. But see, he didn't know. He thought I was bringing him in to talk about bucks. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Bucks and food.
Yeah, but we do it all here, baby.
Groceries too, baby.
From
Talk about it all.
the groceries.
Groceries.
What's up with the groceries?
The groceries, man. That's how I refer to groceries.
Oh, the groceries. Yes, indeed. Cooking up groceries. Well, listen, man, we got 3 minutes, man. We got 3 minutes, but it's Victory Monday. And I got to start the Monday off right, man. I got to start it off right with a little Victory Monday chant. That's why I brought you in here. Come on.
Let's go.
Let's go. We're going live.
No, just no music.
Just no music.
No voice and all. All right,
No
y'all.
voice and all.
Ain't no Monday
Hey.
like Victory Monday. We done got another one. Yeah, Lord. Ain't no Monday like Victory Monday. We done got another one. Yeah, Lord.
Yeah, Lord.
Now everybody say woo, 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 woo. Hey, woo, 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 woo. Now just sing. And I ain't got on my chain. Everybody just sing. And I ain't got on my chain. But ain't no Monday.
Ain't no Monday.
Like Victory Monday.
Victory Monday.
We done got another one.
We done got another one.
Yeah, Lord.
That's all we're doing, baby.
Man.
Hey, man, I love it, man. We cutting up today. It's a casual Monday. Casual conversations with my man, Chef Franco.
Yes, sir.
And we doing it big. We're going to take a little break real quick. We'll be right back. Y'all hang in there. You're mic'd up on Monday morning with yours truly, Michael Clayton, and my special guest, Chef Franco. We in the building, baby.
Yo.
Drink the Kool-Aid, cause the GOAT's in Tampa Bay. And we playing in the Super Bowl.
Buccaneer. One eye patch like a Buccaneer. How you in the ship, you ain't a Buccaneer.
Hey, this is Agent Wright, better known as Mr. Clean. You looking for some great barbecues? Come see them two brothers in the grill, located at 423 Virginia Street, Charleston, West Virginia. We got ribs, chicken, pulled pork, brisket, collard greens, mac and cheese, baby. Come get some and get you a nice, smooth cigar. 304-550-4431. That is 304-550-4431. Come get some, baby. The Rib Man, mama, the Rib Man.
Hi, this is Angela Birdsong, and during the week, I'm affectionately known as the Medicare lady. Do not try to navigate Medicare without me. Please call me at 813-476-4837. I also do life insurance, and I will help people who are Medicare Medicaid. Once again, 813-476-4837. 4837.
Call Ricky. Ask Ricky. You need medical or a lawyer? I got the man to do the legwork for you. We try
tried the other ones before, so believe we hunted. Down 813-248-6300. Everything gon' be okay, call Ricky, he coming. He taking care of state of Florida, grab a pen of sundown. 184-361-RICK. That's 184-361-7425. Never word from the point forward, just recline. Just ask Ricky, plus your boy statewide. Just in case you missed it, I'ma tell you one more time. 184-361-RICK. Call Ricky, ask Ricky. It's a legal medical referral service. The doctors and lawyers in our network are trained in handling auto injury claims and getting you the best medical treatment and recovery. Dial 1-844-361-RICK. That's 1-844-361-7425. Ricky. Ask Ricky.
Tweezy, baby.
All year I've been telling y'all, drink the Kool-Aid. Drink the Kool-Aid, cause the GOAT's in Tampa Bay. And we playing in the Super Bowl.
Great morning. Welcome back. You're mic'd up on Monday mornings with yours truly, Michael Clayton, my very special guest, very special guest. Not only is he my friend, but he's my birthday twin. October 13th, Libras in the building, baby. Yeah. When I got here, what's your entertainment name?
Franco,
okay.
Franco.
All right, when I got here, Franco created me a, what would you call it?
It was a
theme song. It was kind of intro theme song. And man, he just made me feel, I was already kind of that boy, just a little bit. But then when somebody do something like that for you, for the people to hear, and I'm talking, you went and did your research.
Oh yeah.
You did your research.
Oh yeah.
And got all my accolades in there, and it just made me feel special. I'm talking about made me feel extra special. I appreciate that, man.
No problem, man.
I appreciate it. I may go to you on maybe acapella that intro towards the end of the show. Y'all hang on with me. We having fun today. You're mic'd up on Monday mornings with yours truly, Michael Clayton. Call us in, talk to us. It's all about y'all. 813-444-9588 is the number to dial if you want to run something by Mr. Franco. I know a few weeks ago, Bezel Bone and I was talking about what men need. 10 things a man needs from his woman.
Ooh.
And
good lady.
And one of those things on that list was you got to be fed. You gotta be fed. You gotta be fed. All right. And so I just want you to kind of let's get into that topic, cooking. Because a lot of people, not a lot of people, or it could be a lot of people, but some people think it's difficult to cook, all right? Some people think that, you got to do something special to make a great meal, all right? And I'm just saying, just put, even if you don't know how to do it, all you got to really do is put a little salt on it.
Put a little love in it,
and then you get better and better and better.
Love on it, man.
And you get creative. But, going into the kitchen for the first time, what would you tell a young brother or a young lady who's intimidated by the grill or the stove, how to kind of, walk into that process of kind of feeding your family?
Man, when it comes to cooking, I tell people it's all about patience. You want to take your time. And cooking is not as difficult as people makes it out to be. And like you said, it's something simple can be made to be a big thing, man. You take some chicken and rice and some vegetables, man, and have that thing looking immaculate. Have it tasting amazing. And basically, like I said, the biggest thing, is patience, man. You mess something up, you come back, try it over again, and you keep doing that until you master it. But I wouldn't be intimidated by it. I know that's coming from me. That might,
Yeah, but you just said something that kind of struck me because the one thing that I love most about
the chicken and the rice.
Chicken and rice. We talked about that. That's just, a little rice and chicken is simple. Yeah. It's simple. But beyond what it tastes like, you just said something about what it looked like. And what I enjoy most about your preparations is that, you put a lot of love into your concepts of how you display your food. Right. A lot of
you eat with your eyes first.
You eat with your eyes first. And so, when that thing come on the plate from Chef Franco, it's like you get them rumblings in your stomach. You're like, ooh, that look good.
Yes, Lord.
That look good. So
Lord.
how do you come up? Is that something that somebody taught you, or did you kind of learn that through
Well,
trial and error, how to present a meal on a plate?
Trial and error. I've had some great mentors over the years, man. I've been blessed to be around some real good chefs, great chefs. And over time, you know, you watch them, you sit back. I like to sit back and watch other chefs, and I watch their styles. I watch how they plate stuff up, and, you know, the creativity, man. You just see stuff over time, and then you start playing with stuff yourself. And I'm real big on that. I'm at home. I can't even put breakfast on the plate for myself without it looking pretty.
Really?
I just see. I be at the house cooking, man, and I gotta dress it up nice. But, you know, like I said, you eat with your eyes first, man, and just over time, you know, watching other chefs, cooking myself. Yeah.
So you all right? So I'm just going anywhere. You told me I could talk about anything on the
Lord.
show. So I gotta imagine if you can't put breakfast on the plate without it looking good, there has to be a significant other or another, you know, who you want to bless, you know, because I'm thinking like a lady would be like, oh my goodness, look at this plate. This man can cook, and it not only does it taste good, but it look good. Talk to me about love, baby. I want to know. I want to put your business out in the street, you know. I want everybody to know. He said,
I want everybody.
What you do?
I want everybody to know I got a girlfriend. She is 11 years old. Her name is Khalees.
Okay.
Her name is Khalees McGill.
Okay.
She stands 5'8". She is an athlete. She go to Benito Middle School.
Yes, indeed. Shouts out, Khalees.
That's my baby, man.
Shouts
the beast,
out.
Khalees.
I see. She be rapping too.
Oh yeah, she do her thing, man.
She goes in too, man. That's awesome. As you know, I have 4 daughters. My daughter just was taken to homecoming dance.
Oh.
And I've been grooming this young man since he was in the 2nd grade. Okay, since there was Mighty Monkeys.
See,
you know.
See, you had control over that one already. You already knew what time it was.
Yeah. I was, you know, I have a 19-year-old daughter, so through trial and error, you know, you learn a few things, and I had to change up the game a little bit. So I kind of, you know, I got my eyes on a young man. I say, you know what? I love your parents. You know, I respect your parents, and I know what they about. So let me start, and you're a good-looking young kid. You know, my daughter's a beautiful girl. I'm looking 20, 30 years in the future. In 2nd grade, I'm saying, listen, let me show you something. Let me. I call him Junebug. Come here, Junebug.
Yes,
let me wrap my arm around you and make sure that you don't never disrespect my daughter.
See, so we ain't have to pull up and do the scene from Bad Boys.
No, we didn't have to pull up because he already knew. And like I say, he comes from great stock. And now, you know, I put emphasis on
Good
coming
thing.
from great stock because that's important, where you come from.
Yeah.
And you mentioned your baby girl, man. So talk about raising a daughter. You know, I know those things can be difficult. I raised 4 daughters, but you know, you got one baby girl. How is that?
If anybody know, you know, man. It's the biggest thing with me is, man, she is so much like me. But it's like I'm seeing the young female version of Kareem coming up now. So it's like I get the emotions and the attitude and all that wrapped up in one, man. And it's been a mission. It's been a mission, but I love it. I love every bit of it, man.
That's awesome, man. Yeah. It's important because so many fathers are absentee fathers. Okay, so many fathers neglect their children and they don't know the importance because. Mom is great.
Yeah.
All right, mom is great.
Yeah.
But dad provides something that only dads can provide. And that's for if you raise a son or a daughter. You know, for raising a daughter, dad is involved. Dad instills a confidence. Dad instills protection. Dad instills, you know, the expectation of the man you will one day fall in love with. Yeah. And if you don't have that example in the home, then your daughters tend to stray and search the sea for many different fish. Yeah. Okay? Yeah. So it's very important, man, and I love seeing you and your baby girl interact the way that y'all do. You got a rapping, and I know you you blessed in your spirit, man, by seeing how your baby girl is, learning from you and being her very best self.
Man, listen.
It's special, ain't it?
It's special.
Go on and cry. He got them glasses on. He want to cry.
Yeah,
He
it's
want to
special.
cry.
It's okay. Let it out.
Let it out. Let it on out. Listen, man, we also had some things happen. Let me switch on over to, I want to go back to our Bucks talk because we in and out, and I really wanted to get your perspective on, what's been going on in the secondary, how you feel, the confidence we bring in Richard Sherman. All right. Were you excited about that? Bringing him bringing him in.
I was 50-50 on it, man. The reason being, he's getting up in age. I didn't know if he would be able to, still perform at the level that we knew Richard Sherman, because the Sherman that we were accustomed to was that beast, that man, you know what I'm saying? And though he had, injuries over the past couple of years, kind of kept him sidelined, and then, had time off. And I'm going to be real with you, man, just to see him jump on the field after being thrown on the team, it was like, 4 or 5 days?
It was special, wasn't it?
And he went out there and performed, man. I mean, you couldn't ask more of him, man. And the biggest thing with me with bringing Richard Sherman is being a veteran of the league, him being able to coach up the younger players. And
you see him with the headsets?
Yeah, I think that's very important.
It is.
I think that's very important.
It is, and it's important for people to know about that because, I lived that life. When I was picked up by the Giants, in 2 years I caught 2 passes. All right, and then how you got the Twitter gangsters out there. The Twitter gangsters.
They gonna
the
talk.
Twitter gangsters. You ain't did nothing. Get your Super Bowl ring back. You ain't do nothing to earn that. All right, and last week we went and celebrated our 10-year Super Bowl 46 reunion.
Okay.
So I got a chance to kind of hear my guys' testimonies, some things that I may have forgotten, you know what I mean? And, I know who I am today, but, that was 10 years ago,
right.
And you don't really know the impact that you made.
Yeah,
and so I tell you, 2 years, 2 passes to let you know, like, on the field, I didn't do much of nothing. But off the field is where my leadership came into play. And when I first saw Coach Coughlin, he came up and he gave me a big old hug. And we talked for about 5 or 10 minutes about how he enjoyed having me on the team and what it meant for me to be on the team. And that was special. That was extremely special for me. And I say, man, you don't have to be the star to go far.
Right.
Right. You get in where you fit in.
Yeah.
And Richard Sherman has done that. When I saw him with the headsets and I see how, the players talk about his leadership, the coaches talk about his leadership, I know what that means behind the scenes. Yeah. Sometimes that's the most important thing, Franco.
You never know what kind of impact that's gonna
have.
That's
That's the most important thing. You got young men on the team in Tampa, Florida, the beautiful Tampa, Florida. All right, people itching to get back out in them streets. And you got young players on the team. They want to wow.
You taking it somewhere else now, man. Because not only are we talking about on the field, we talking about off the field too. It's some things you just don't need to do. You don't need to be.
That's right.
Certain times, I'm gonna tell you something, man. That's huge. That's huge because, what you do out there, your image goes everywhere, man. And being out here in these streets, wilding, man, and having that image on and off the field, like. All that stuff running together.
Right.
And
it does. Trust me, I lived it. I lived it. Because let me tell you this, boy, MC was in them streets. All right? I'm telling you. When I played here and when I started going through some down moments, hey, boy, I was one with them streets. When we come back, we're going to get more into some street talk. Y'all hang in there with me, man. You mic'd up on Monday morning with yours truly, Michael Clayton, Chef Franco in the building with me. We will be right back.
Drink the Kool-Aid, cause the GOAT's in Tampa Bay. And we playing in the Super Bowl.
Buccaneer. One eye patch like a Buccaneer. How you on the ship, you ain't a Buccaneer. 12 shots on me like a Buccaneer. Diamonds on me shining cause a Buccaneer.
Hi, song, What Tampa Bay Politics. And not only can you catch us on InTouchNews.com every Wednesday at 11 a.m., we now have a website at TampaBayPoliticsPodcast.com. We are on Apple, Google, Spotify, and Stitcher, which you can log in at any time and listen to Tampa Bay Politics.
Cancer affects everyone, but minority populations are often hit hardest. Moffitt Cancer Center is working to address the barriers that keep some groups from getting the care they need. African Americans develop cancer at a younger age, have more aggressive cancers, and experience worse outcomes than the general population.
While cancer treatment is evolving with precision medicine, who is being left behind? We know for many decades that some groups experience a greater burden of cancer than others. We can prevent it, we can detect it early. It's very beatable when we find it early. I have worked with cancer patients during their treatment. All cancer patients have courage.
So my treatment was about 18 months. I had 3 cancers and 7 surgeries. But my son told me, like, Mom, you're the strongest person that I know. Moffitt saved my life.
During COVID-19, Moffitt is a safe place for your cancer care. Call now to schedule an appointment.
In Touch Radio.
This is Joel Sylvain
and Kevin Carr,
and we're with Power Moves, where celebrities, athletes, key influential executives,
influencers
share how they make money, how they attract power, and how they earn respect. Come join us every Tuesday at 8 p.m. Power Moves
on In Touch Radio.
Too easy, baby.
You know, all year I've been telling y'all, drink the Kool-Aid. Drink the Kool-Aid, cause the GOAT's in Tampa Bay. And we playing in the Super Bowl.
Welcome back. Welcome back. You're mic'd up on Monday morning with yours truly, Michael Clayton, Chef Franco in the building.
Yes, sir.
Didn't bring no food.
Lord,
hello.
Yeah, Lord, we're gonna have to make sure we do that next Monday.
Yeah, we're gonna run that back, baby, because I want you to put it on now. Now, speaking of putting it on, Franco, you done blessed many of stages.
Yeah.
In many of different ways.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna go too deep, but hey, you don't I ain't gonna go too deep. I ain't gonna put everything out there. You know what I mean?
Entertain the people, man.
Entertain the people. So, you know, and when you cut up on the stage and you doing your entertainment thing, like, you go hard. The Buccaneer faithful, they behind you 100%. They pump you up, they promote you, and it's a great thing to see. But Franco, you ain't the only one who got skills on the mic.
Oh man.
You ain't the only one. I came here and he made me a little intro, and I said, I got inspired. I say, ooh, if he can do it,
you can too.
So can I.
You can too.
So I got something, my man Mike Twice and J. Rock Jones, they sent me this song, and I was on radio, and I said, ooh, this got a little catch to it, and I felt that the Buccaneers would go all the way, which I started telling people, you better drink the Kool-Aid.
Yeah. Drink the Kool-Aid.
Y'all better drink the Kool-Aid because you going at the end of the season you running your mouth and pouting, and now you done missed all of the great moments you could have had drinking the Kool-Aid. All right? And so they sent me this song, and I was like, ooh, I like that. So I'm riding one day, and I said, man, I need to get on this track. Show people my skills, because when you're in TV and you're in radio and you're a host, sometimes you got to write to script, and I've developed my skills to where, I can produce and I can edit and I can do different things. So I like to, show my skills.
Okay.
So Bezel Bone.
Yes, sir.
Give the people what they want to hear. I know y'all hear it in the intro. Y'all hear the intro, but y'all need to hear the whole song, because I got a track. I got a verse on here that
You went in.
I went in. I gave him a part of me. I gave him a piece of me. A piece of me. Let them hear. Let the people hear, man. Let's go.
Too
I was about to say, you can't come in there halfway.
Y'all drink the Kool-Aid. Drink the Kool-Aid, cause the GOAT's in Tampa Bay. And we playing in the Super Bowl.
show. Go to war with all my bros. Tailgate looking real slow. This ain't Halloween pros. Go Bucks, go Bucks, go. Nah, we don't wanna fight. Hit your heart like Mike on them Devin White. Sue just got a psych on the quarterback. 13, 14 on the left and the right. Going deep, big catches, it's a hell of a night. Pro return, kick return, ain't no running the bike. But your team piped up, they don't know how to ice. Coach told me to get him, and I got him tonight. Shit, I'm just like, hello? Defense did it again. Looking like the Bucks from the win. Hitting boy right in they chin. Coach tried to hold them boys back. Look like they blitzing again. I'm trying to run through the ball. Do anything just to win. Look.
I believe the reason why they won the game, Mike, is that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers defense was outstanding when they needed to be outstanding. Look at this. Okay, Skip, I didn't skip. That's what it comes down to. All this notion about, it's hard to beat a team 3 times. No, it's not. If you better.
Buccaneer. One eye patch like a Buccaneer.
Hey.
How you wanna ship, you ain't a Buccaneer. 12 shots on me like a Buccaneer.
I think Franco want to get on the verse. He's like, oh.
Good with the Buccaneer. Wanna shoot the cannon like a Buccaneer. Buccaneer. One eye patch like a Buccaneer. How you wanna ship, you ain't a Buccaneer. 12 shots on me like a Buccaneer. Diamonds on me, shot it cost a Buccaneer. Big start defense, Buccaneer. We'll go good with the Buccaneer. Wanna shoot the cannon like a Buccaneer.
My uncle got a buck on his Bronco as I rock my pewter. Yep, word on the street, we got Brady. Heard it first on my computer. Hello. Defense pick up, shoot ya. Hello. Sit back, enjoy this future. First show, let it go, innovate. Monday night, prime time, who you see? That's right, bright lights, big city. We spread, we got plenty. First show, let it go, innovate. Monday night, prime time, who you see? That's right, bright lights, big city. We spread, we got plenty. Get it.
Buccaneers be that deal, homie. My rookie year, I hit that field, homie. And this year, D ain't playing with you. Plus, Brady be throwing that deal, homie. Offense, defense, specialty. Turnover, touchdown recipe. Evans, Godwin, Scotty, Miller, Tyler Johnson, now AB. Ain't fan like nasty. Bust back, now we jamming that. Buccaneer, tell your daddy now, mama now, brother now. Your sister, auntie, your uncle, cousins, we both bout Bucks, we in here. Hello? Offense did it again. When you hit them cannons, back, Buccaneers ain't no win. Hello? The Golden Grunt came to play. Surround the masses, sip your glass.
We drinking on the Kool-Aid. We done rock.
Buccaneer. Patch like a Buccaneer. We done rock. Ship, you ain't a Buccaneer. 12 shots on me like a Buccaneer. Diamonds on me, shine it 'cause a Buccaneer. Big start defense, Buccaneer.
Why you sound good on the mic, man? Why you sound good? Why you sound good?
Get it in a little bit. Just a little bit. I appreciate you playing that Bells of Bone.
Yes, sir.
I ain't realize how long that song
good,
is.
Mike, man. You about to dip and dabble in the music too, man.
I mean, we do it all. Ain't nothing that we can't do.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
All right?
We do everything.
You want to cook off? All right? I get in that grill with you. I'm from Louisiana. I'm real with you.
Listen.
Huh?
Louisiana. Speaking of, we heading up to Louisiana this weekend.
Ooh,
for the
yes, sir.
Saints game.
Let's talk about it. Talk about it because there were some things that transpired, over a 5-year period. And, Jameis Winston, starting quarterback, threw a plethora of interceptions. All right? Yeah. And for those who don't know football, I'm not saying that he was perfect, but when I went back and watched the film, as a person who knows football, I was confident in saying, well, the majority of what he's doing ain't his fault. The majority. He throws 30, and I go back and watch film, only 10 of them are really his fault. You had Chris Godwin go on First Take, and he says, well, the majority of the interceptions were our fault. And I like to say, I say the media controls the narrative, okay? If the media wants to talk bad about you and drag you through the mud, then that is what becomes the narrative, which is why a lot of my media members don't like me, because I take their media name. You write that article and you don't know what you're talking about. I'm going to take your name and I'm going to drag it through the mud just like you dragged us players through the mud. So they don't really like my truth and my honesty. Yeah. All right? But that's the reason why, Franco, I got into media, because I wanted players to have a voice in media. Yeah. And I wanted players to have somebody who represented them and represented truth.
Truth, yeah.
And
Yeah.
I was crucified. They tried to crucify me when I got Jameis back, and I went on and I made a few videos explaining and showing people.
Oh, yeah.
Showing
I
people.
tuned in.
Hey, and I'm saying they crucified me. And then there was so many people in this city who was happy that Jameis Winston didn't get signed. They were like, oh, he ain't get signed. Okay? And then they were happy that he wasn't the backup quarterback when Taysom Hill was the backup quarterback and he was the third string. They were happy. Oh, but they didn't understand football. Because in the football world, you cannot break up the continuity of your team. Yeah. Taysom Hill was an intricate part of that offense.
Yeah.
So you got Jameis Winston who doesn't even know the offense well. How the players gonna respect him jumping Taysom Hill? You gotta earn it first. You gotta earn it first.
Yeah.
So in the offseason, what does Jameis do? He puts it down. All the way down.
I was happy for my boy. I ain't gonna count, man.
In everything that Jameis Winston has gone through, I label him as the comeback king. Whenever he was faced with adversity, he's always bounced back.
And you know I'm a Florida State fan, man, so that, you know, I'm used to seeing that.
Yeah. Oh, no, he's done it his whole career. Yeah. So there's a lot of pressure. And I'll talk about the details of what's gonna happen more in the next segment. How much time we got, B?
We got 2 minutes.
2 minutes. Well, one thing that serves in the Bucs' favor is tonight, Jameis Winston, I think, is Seattle. They playing on Monday Night Football. Okay.
In Seattle.
He's going against a backup quarterback in Geno Smith. Who, in my opinion, has, earned everything that he's not a sorry quarterback, but he's done everything right to be where he is.
Right.
And that organization respects Geno Smith.
How many years he been there now?
I think Geno probably been there 3 or 4 years now.
Okay.
So and when he got in the game, like he showed me that, man, this is how I'm gonna finish my career. You know what I mean? As a good solid backup. A good backup, you'll play 15, 16 years. You'll play 15, 16 years. But we'll talk about that in the next segment. The Saints are playing on Monday, which means they're going to be on a short week. You play on Monday, your body feeling achy on Tuesday and Wednesday, and you just getting out the ice tubs on Thursday, and now you only got 1 or 2 days to prepare for the Bucs.
See, being that you played, you know about that process.
Oh, man.
Our mind, it's just like, go to sleep, rest, and,
Oh, no. Every hit is like a car wreck. I mean, you get into a car accident, you going to go to bed, wake up, and act like nothing happened? No, you're not. All right? But that's what we go through. We go through a lot. And listen, in the next segment, we're going to talk about, some of the details of what could transpire when the Bucs visit I don't even know the name. Is it still the Superdome?
It's
a Mercedes.
It's Caesars.
It is the Caesars
Dome now.
I did. I went home and they was cleaning the roof.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, y'all could have hired my company to clean that roof. We do that, baby. Green Tiger, baby. They out working today while I'm out here having fun.
Man.
We're going to take a quick break. We're going to pay some bills. We'll be right back. We got one more segment to go. Get your phones ready. 813-444-9588 is the number to call if you want to talk to me or Chef Franco. Y'all give us a dial. Y'all hang in there. We'll be right back.
Buccaneer. One eye patch like a buccaneer. How you wanna ship you in the
Oh, Ricky. Ask Ricky. You need medical or a lawyer. I got the man to do the leg work for you. We tried the other ones before, so believe we hunted down 813-248-6300. Everything gon' be okay, call Ricky, he coming. He taking care of state of Florida, grab a pen of sundown 184-361-RICK. That's 184-361-425. Never word from the point forward, just recline. Just ask Ricky, push your boy statewide. Just in case you missed it, I'ma tell you one more time. 184-361-RICK. Call Ricky, ask Ricky, is a legal medical referral service. The doctors and lawyers in our network are trained in handling auto injury claims and getting you the best medical treatment and recovery. Dial 1-844-361-RICK. That's 1 7425. Ricky.
Ass.
Ricky.
We're playing your favorite old school. Today's R&B. With a smooth touch of jazz. You're listening to In Touch Radio. In Touch Radio, where you can listen to a cruising flow of smooth soul and jazz, today's R&B, a fun touch of hip-hop and gospel.
All my music on one station.
Giving you a buffet of music, news, and entertainment. We're In Touch Radio.
Too easy, baby.
Oh yeah, I've been telling y'all, drink the Kool-Aid. Drink the Kool-Aid, cause the GOAT's in Tampa Bay. And we playing in the Super Bowl.
Welcome back. You're mic'd up on Monday mornings with yours truly, Michael Clayton, Chef Franco in the building. Give him some flowers, Beelzebub. Flowers. Give him some flowers. Come on, man. Come on, man. He deserved that. It's hot as hell in that stadium. They be draped up and dripped out. Got 3-4 layers on, a Buccaneer clothing, sweating.
Yeah, you learn your lessons
Staying
like that over
slim.
the years.
Yeah, you gotta breathe it out.
Yeah.
You gotta go to that game with intention and purpose to get through that 60 minutes of that heat.
Man, listen.
And what y'all be wearing?
I'm telling you, it's days where I just like, man, you know what, bro? I think I'm represented enough. I want to say it was this was 2018, man, when Fitzpatrick was the quarterback. We went up to New Orleans and shocked them. Came back home to Philly, man. I think the heat index down on the field that day was like 115 degrees. And I'm out there in this Michael Myers jumpsuit, man, and got shorts on up under that shirt. I got on sleeves. Man, by halftime, I was like, hey, bro, I think I'm going to rep the nuts. That's coming out of all that, man.
Hey, sweating out gallons.
Yeah, man, listen.
Hey, man, you got to be dedicated, man. Not a lot of people are. Man. But we appreciate your love, man. Listen, so the Buccaneers are going into New Orleans, my hometown. Not really my hometown. Not my home state.
Louisiana.
My home state. And I always loved to play in New Orleans. Back then it was the Superdome. Now it's the Caesar's Palace or something like that. You know?
I ain't want to interrupt you, man.
No, go ahead.
It's funny you talking about New Orleans, man. I'm a real live Bucs fan. Like, I'm a Bucs fan for real. Like, I've been this my city, man. Mike probably don't remember this. It's been long time ago. 2007. Well, listen. We playing the Saints right here in Ray J. It was blazing hot.
Yes, it was.
Man, let me tell y'all something. If y'all can find this play for me, dinner for two on me. If y'all can find this play, Joey Galloway runs a slant.
Mm-hmm.
When I tell y'all, Mike,
I ran a slant too.
Yeah,
I ain't get the ball.
One of the biggest crackbacks I have ever seen in my life. I feel sorry for that defensive back to this day, man.
Let me correct you though. Because see, a crackback.
Oh, well, yeah.
A crackback. Yeah, because you kind of stealing some of my thunder. He's stealing some of my thunder when he call it a crackback block, because a crackback block back in the day, they don't see you coming. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, I'm talking, we head on head, face to face. You see me, I see you.
Listen.
Hey, hear me.
Listen.
Hear me.
Listen.
Hey, man, you got to finish.
I think Joey Galloway jogged 50 yards today. I don't think he ran. He jogged.
He jogged.
Yeah.
And they know Big Mike.
Man,
they know Big Mike coming through with some thunder, baby.
Yes, sir.
When they don't throw you the ball, I'll tell you this, Kareem. So when I was going through my tough times, with the Bucs, and I wasn't getting as many balls that I was getting in my rookie year, Joey Galloway got hurt at the first game of the year in Washington, which is a big part of why I became the number one target. And Tim Brown was, he was up there in years, and we had old Charles Lee and Bill Schrader. I was Joe Jaravicious was a little bit injured, the great Joe Jaravicious. But Joey Galloway got hurt, so I became kind of like I was the first round draft pick, became the number one. And then Joey comes back, and all of those things all of the little slants and things that I used to get, Gruden was like, nah, because you ain't that fast. We throw it to Joey, he can take it to the house every time. So I'm thinking Joey was like a guy, he could give you them alligator arms, he'll tell you, listen, I ain't going down in there. He said, man, I ain't played 15 years for nothing. Like, I ain't stupid. I run around the defense, all right, and I stay on the outside. I am not going in there. But yet, John Gruden was just adamant about giving him all of them hard rocks. And they just stopped throwing the ball to me. So I said the only way that I can stay in the league and get more years is if I go hard and do the things that I did at LSU. And I was thankful for my coach Saban, who appreciated my work on the football field. They praised you enough to let you know that, hey, man, that's something special.
Right.
And that was one of the main reasons why I was drafted. So on that play, that's just what it was. I didn't get the ball. And you got the finish. I remember when Cadillac Williams was here, Cadillac used to be like, hey Mike, hey, please just get that safety. If you come down and get that safety, bro, he say, bro, we out of there. I say, dog, you had no worries. I say, you ain't got to ask me to go down there and get the safety. They not throwing me the ball anyway. So the only thing I could do to get in the media in the film room and get on the red dot, because you want to be the guy. Look at his effort. Yeah. The red dot. Yeah. The only way I can get a little love is if I go down there and pie-yow.
Man, listen.
Yeah. I love pie. We used to call it the peyote.
Yeah, Lord.
Give him a little peyote.
Yeah, Lord.
Yeah. I enjoyed that play. That was one of my good plays. A lot of people remember that. It was like, man, I don't remember a ball you caught. I don't remember a ball you caught, but I remember on Saturday when you laid that dude out.
It just always stand out to me, man. And then your reaction after, man, it was like a tiger roaring.
Night, little Sprite. Night. Give me that red dot love, baby. Yeah, it was a lot of great memories, man. But the Bucks are going down to the Caesar's Palace. I don't know what it's called, the Caesar's Place or whatever it is. Yeah. It's not the Superdome anymore, but
another place.
Without a doubt, Franco, it's gonna be rocking.
Yes, Halloween, man.
Oh my Lord, it's gonna be rocking. Listen, there's no place like playing in Tiger Stadium. All right, but these fans in Louisiana, after Drew Brees, what he did, listen, it's a tough place to play.
I
in New Orleans.
I tell people all the time, man, if you want to hear sound, you want to hear a fan crowd.
Nothing like it.
Nothing like it, man. I remember back in 2017, Jameis had a little incident with Lattimore on the sideline when Mike Evans came and blew him up. And man, they started doing that "Who That" chant. Mm-hmm. And it was like the sound went up, and when it came down, somebody was sitting right beside me, and all they saw was my lips moving. They couldn't even hear what I was saying. It got so loud in that place, man. Man.
Listen, don't make me. I'm getting chills right now. That's my hometown now. The great thing about this week, though, is that the Saints play tonight, and their bodies just might not be all the way right when they come back home, unless you got that Toradol shot in you. I never played a game without that Toradol shot. You put that Toradol in you don't feel nothing.
Woo.
But once that Toradol wear off.
Yeah, I was going to say, once it wear off.
Just imagine. So they going to get that Toradol shot today to play Monday's game, okay? They going to go hard to win the game. If they win, they got to fly all the way back.
From Seattle.
Toradol still in them. On Tuesday, that Toradol done wore off, okay?
I was about to ask, how long does it wear off?
So to Thursday, they gonna feel they got achy breaky heart. They got achy breaky bodies.
Man,
till Thursday, achy breaky bodies. They gonna hit the cold tubs. The cold tubs ain't gonna do nothing for them until Saturday. And that means on Friday, you ain't have a full go practice because your body's still achy breaky.
Man. man.
Okay, I'm telling you how this go now.
Okay.
I'm telling you how this go.
I'm listening
So
to the
that means
process.
you're on a short week. You don't have a good week to get it in because you got to go hard at practice. If you don't go hard at practice, you ain't gonna be your very best self on Sunday. That's why Bill Belichick has won so many Super Bowls, because he don't play that. At practice, we going hard. Coach Coughlin, at practice, we going hard. Coach Saban, at practice, we going hard.
Going hard.
So if you can't go hard, that means that you ain't gonna be your very best self. Okay, I'm just saying that, putting that out there. And now the Bucs are on their largest winning streak in Buccaneer history.
6-1.
6-1.
Tom Brady remembers going into New Orleans last year. He threw a pick six. I never forget it. Bubba Watson, he ain't double up. Same thing Jameis went through now.
Yeah.
You ain't double up on him,
Yeah.
and you caused the drama in the quarterback. Threw 2 picks, actually. And then Tom Brady turned that thing around. So you got to believe that he is thinking about the way that they played. And the reality is we still could have won that game.
Yeah. Yeah.
But Alvin Kamara is a beast. We've been able to stop him in the run game, but him catching balls out the backfield, we haven't found that formula to stop him, and that's why Devin White was drafted.
Man, I told a few people yesterday, funny you brought that up by Braden last year. I told them the same thing with the Bears game last year. I don't know if you remember, that's where they made the meme.
He forgot 4th down.
And I told him, I said, you know what, that's the wrong person to
play with him.
Send the reminders to, man. But we'll see. We'll see. I think it's going to be a big game on Sunday, man. I'm looking forward to New Orleans. We actually going up to the game, go down there and kick it on bourbon.
Y'all going to have a good time?
Go down there and get some oysters.
Some oysters.
Some
Speaking of oysters, yeah, we got to talk about this, because a lot of people try to, a lot of restaurants here try to whip up, Cajun meals, and because there's no place like eating in Louisiana. I'm just sorry.
You right.
I've yet to taste a Florida restaurant gumbo that bring me back home. And I've been here for over 15 years.
Hold up, you ain't had Franco gumbo
I said
yet.
a restaurant.
Oh, I was finna say.
You gotta pay attention to the words. You gotta pay attention to the words. I said a restaurant. Now that private catering has been a different experience for me.
Lord.
And I appreciate your love that you put in your food.
Yeah, man.
But the oysters. So if for all of my Buccaneer fans who are going to New Orleans this week, all right, I'm telling you now, and it's going to be packed. So if you get there on Friday, you want to go straight to Acme, all right? You want to go straight to Acme, and you want to get you them char grill oysters.
Yes, Lord.
I went to Eulalie Saturday, and they had char grill oysters on the menu. So I said, all right, let me see what they talking about. All right, and I'm gonna give out of a 10 scale at Eulalie, I'm gonna give them an 8.
Okay.
I'm gonna give them an 8.
Okay.
And the only difference between an Acme oyster on a scale of 10, they about a 12. Okay, they about a 12. All right, you got to sop that bread in that oyster shell. And when I sop that bread, I want that juice, that butter to just permeate through the bread.
Yes,
all right, it gotta permeate. So at Eulalie, it wasn't enough juice in there. It was just a little drip on my bread. I couldn't sop it.
It ain't gonna do.
It wasn't. You lost 2 points. You lost 2 points, Eulalie. So you get an 8. But they really good. They really good. I'm talking about them oysters so good you want to eat the shell.
Man, listen.
I mean, you gonna have black smut all over your lips, over your lips.
I know just what he's talking about because we hit Acme.
All right.
We was there last
so yeah,
time.
y'all go to Acme. Listen, them Bucks are in the building. Franco, Chef Franco, I appreciate the love, baby. I appreciate you coming and hanging out with me. To all our people tuning in on the In Touch News Network, our P4P network, we want to thank you for your love and support. Listen, we out of here, man. That's a wrap. You're mic'd up on Monday mornings with yours truly, Michael Clayton, and we will see you next Monday.
Real quick, you want me to go ahead and
yeah. Listen, let me do this intro. My boy Franco made me an intro. I played my little song. Now I got to give him a little love. Go on and play it up, Bezzabone.
All right.
Let's take it down to Baton Rouge. Good on Louisiana, where my boy Michael Clayton was running. the campus. LSU was where he got his first ring. He went to New York City and did the same thing. My first round draft pick in 2004. He came to Tampa, Florida and kicked in the door. October 13th, man, we share the same birthday. I swear defensive backs used to get it in the worst way. Shout out to them Towers when they do it like this. 1906. Michael Clayton, can't you see? When you took the field, man, you were a straight beast. And I just love your flashy plays. I'm glad I got to see you playing Tampa. Now let's take it to the press box Sports Emporium live with Super Bowl champion Michael Clayton and my main man Randy Harris. It's your show, Michael.
Hey! Yeah, baby. I think I got a new intro. I got 2 intros now. I got to bring that back. I got to give a little love to Intense News. Shout out, we love you, Daryl. Tampa Bay Tammy, baby. We love you. Thank you for the love and the support and what you do for our community.
Too easy, baby.
We out.
Yeah, I've been telling y'all, drink the Kool-Aid.